Well, hello there, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Chicken and dumplings. They're only for Sunday, right? Or Tuesday night. Come right down here. We're going to stir up some. I want to show you just how complicated they are. This is an empty bowl, as you can see. A lot of y'all say that you can't make chicken and dumplings. And I'm like, why not? Why not? Because they ain't hard to make. I had the sugar out instead of the flour. You got to start with flour, okay? This is White Lily self-rising flour. That'll be 1 cup, cup and a half. Because I'm not making a great deal of dumplings tonight. This is just supper. This is just a quick supper. In fact, I don't even have all the ingredients I usually have. But that's okay. So this is butter. And I'm not using butter flavored Crisco. I'm trying to do a simple, pared down version for y'all tonight so you can see it's not bad. Now what I like to do is either grate this in here, and I'll show you that little...
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got this small kitchen. Me and Mama on top of each other. We always in the same spot, ain't we, Mama?
Yeah, try to be, don't we?
Do you know where that grater is?
Oh, it's over here in the sink.
That's going to show them how to do the grate version. You can kind of chunk it off like that, or you can just grate it. Remember, that's the only thing that's in here right now is butter and a cup and a half of self-rising White Lily flour. Okay, man. You made pimento cheese earlier. Mama made pimento cheese today. I come home to a wonderful treat. So I can... This is the easy way. It's less blending. And you can just grate it right in here. And that's it. I've grated about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to level it up. Level it up. That's all I did. So that's all that we're doing in there. Now because this is going to be dumplings, I'm going to put a little pepper in it. Just a little. And I'll put a shake of salt. Not much though. We're going to go ahead and blend this in, even though I just grated it in. I'm going to blend it with my spoon, my blending fork, just a little bit. Now normally I would use buttermilk, but at the moment we're out of buttermilk crackers and several other important things that you need in life that I'm going to get to the store. So in goes the milk, about a half a cup to start with. There's no recipe for this amounts because I just stir it till I know what I'm wanting. Might have been a cup of milk. It went under that flour. I guess it was a cup of milk. Now on the stove was some cooked chicken and broth. No added broth, just the broth from the chicken. Believe it or not, this hardly ever happens. I've got just the perfect amount. You want it to be a wet, like that. Now why? Because I'm making drop dumplings. Not doing the rolled out kind that takes a lot more energy and a little bit more kneading. I can do those. But these are just as, hold on, y'all stay right there a minute. I've got to clean up. Got to clean up.
I turned it down.
She's turned it down. Now y'all come over here with me. Come right on over. Too much motion. We'll slow down.
Oops, got my head right in the way.
Alright. There we are. Now I'm going to put a little spray on this spoon. Just oil. Just enough to say I sprayed it a little bit. Now let's look into our kettle. I want y'all to know the whole thing. So this was 3 chicken breasts, and I took it out for another dish and just left just a little bit of chicken in there because Mama don't care for chicken and dumplings. She only wants dumplings. Can y'all see?
I'm gonna drop that butter in there. It was on that.
Here's that wet biscuit mix I just came up with. And as you see, literally drop dumplings. And I usually drop them just in various places. You don't want them to touch right off the bat. Okay? This is just going to be a little fraction. Once they are coated completely all around in broth, then they're going to stick a lot less. I'll put it that way. I won't say they won't stick. They're just going to stick a lot less. Now, for you people who like thin, slickum dumplings, this is not going to meet your quality control. You people like the big, fluffy dumplings, this is going to be right up your alley. Even though you don't want to stir them, Mama, you turned me down too low.
Oh, sorry.
Even though you don't want to stir them, you can poke at them a little bit. Move them where you want them. You want your broth boiling, though.
Your hand will burn you when you pick it up.
You want your broth boiling. It's coming back up. Now, I've seen people use teaspoons and do little bitty ones. I ain't that interested. I ain't that interested in worrying about are they little bitty or not tonight. See? They're holding up in there. That's a dumpling. Let that boil. Some people tell you don't touch them, don't do this. Maybe if you're in a dumpling contest, that will work for you. But if you're really just looking to eat,
I've never heard of a dumpling contest.
oh, they have them all the time, Mama. Chili, dumplings,
Chili, yeah.
best award-winning chicken and dumplings. And now they're really working. See that? Now I like a little more pepper.
Yeah, I just put a little bit in it when I start cooking the chicken.
So a little black pepper. We got a good roll and boil. We're going to pull them back. And in goes some more. See that? I can see a little gap in there. Where that boiling is usually means there's a gap. We don't often have dumplings. We're not having a big meal, but if you could have smelled this house, you would have thought we already had dumplings. That chicken and that broth was putting such an aroma through here that it just called out and said, hey, somebody here needs to make some dumplings. Even if they're the quick drop kind, the big fluffy ones, somebody needs to get on that. And I answered the call. And you may say, I never seen nobody make dumplings like that. Well, that'll be the last time you get to say that. Because looky here. We got dumplings, we got broth. We're boiling, it's getting hot. And that's what you want. Let's see what I can find. Let's see if we can read it. Huh. Mama, do you know what the sage is?
No. It's probably over here in the kitchen.
We don't use it very often, but
Frankie was talking to
well, that would work. We usually keep that stuff hidden until we have to have it for Thanksgiving. But now I know we got poultry season and not terribly far away because it's in here, right here. Poultry season. Not a terrible amount, just a shake on top. Stir it in, just like that. Now, like I said, these are the thick fluffies. I'm going to put a little bit more water. Filter water.
I'm pouring you tea. Is that all right?
Yes, ma'am. There's a little more water just to get some more juices going. Now, if you have to add a lot of water, you can add, you know what, Mama? That eye was on the reason that lid's so hot.
Ooh.
I thought it was awful hot. I thought that was it's hot.
That door is open up there. You'll bump your head.
If you want to use a lot of water, put a mat down, please. You can put a poultry cube, not a poultry cube, what do they call them? Bouillon cube, chicken bouillon, and put it in a measuring cup and have your flavor profile right there in it. Now, folks, that was dumplings. Ooh, and that was Got landed right in them. That was dumplings start to finish. A quick Tuesday night dumpling. So don't tell me they're hard. And don't tell me you can't make them on a Tuesday night. Because you can. Now, the timing on them, the chicken was cooked. I don't know how long Mama cooked the chicken.
I cooked it a long time.
But you had 3 breasts.
Yeah.
So, cook your chicken, get your broth. And then the making of the dumplings is easy. So you could do that the night before. And then come up with your, you know what, they ain't not. Maybe Facebook's made their change. No, there you are. So I say there ain't no comments. Yum, love chicken and dumplings, Teresa says. Turn it down, Spooky. Spooky, I just turned it up to get it to boiling. Yummy meal tonight. This is a yummy meal. It's a quick meal. I'm going to show you. And some of y'all probably don't like this. They'll say, oh, it's too dry. It's too fluffy. It's too... Yeah, that's just the way we like it. So there they are.
Ooh.
Oh, they're hot and good. Mom, I'll try to keep you from getting any chicken.
That's good for now. I ate pimento cheese today.
I'm going to eat some of that pimento cheese. Trust me. Let's bless it, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for being able to prepare it. And dear Lord, we just thank you that you provided it. Thank you that we're able to sit here and eat it together and enjoy it with our friends. Watch over all the prayer requests out there, dear Lord. And be with this country, be with our world that we're trying to live in, dear Lord. And be with us as we walk and talk. Give us the words and the steps to take. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, folks, that was not hard. Some of y'all have been sitting around waiting for the next holiday to have some dumplings because somebody told you it was too hard to fool with. I just assumed, really and truly, make up some dumplings like that is to boil a noodle and make chicken noodle soup, or to do a can of soup even. This was just as easy. Mama, how's it taste?
It tastes good.
Is it hitting the spot?
Yeah. I've been wanting some dumplings. I ain't had
Time for time, and it's so quick, it's so easy, it's not hard at all. I'm going to give it a whirl.
It's hot.
We cook hot around here. That's a fluffy dumpling. Now, you may be in flat slickum dumpling country, And you may think this is the most ridiculous dumpling you've ever seen. But a lot of people like them fluffy. I prefer mine a little more the slickums. Not quite. Mama always wants the pillow dumplings.
Yeah.
The big ones like this. So as long as Mama's happy, I'm happy. If you want the flat ones, a little bit more work. You need to stiffen that dough up real good. Put it out on some flour on a flat surface. Work it like you would work no biscuit. Tammy from Collar Valley Cooks taught me if you pick that dough up and it don't tear, it's good for dumplings. And I use it all the time, Tammy. Thank you so much. But if you pick it up and it tears, you need to knead it a little bit more. So that was a good hint. Good tip. Mama, that tastes like Sunday.
And this tea is so good.
Mama made 2 gallons of y'all's sweet tea today.
Not one, but 2.
Now that will do us until about Friday.
Thursday probably. No, Friday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. 2
I
gallons.
drank an awful lot today, though.
I drank a bunch yesterday. Just
That's
knowing
the
it's
reason
summer and spring.
The reason I had to make 2 gallons a day.
We love y'all's tea. Now, you can get all elaborate if you need to. You can make some green beans with this, some mashed potatoes. You can even make cornbread dressing. I like cornbread dressing with gravy and mashed potatoes with dumplings. But 9 times out of 10, especially nowadays, that's our meal.
Dumplings.
We make them the hard way and the easy way. I didn't time this. Anybody time it? I love dumplings without chicken. Karen, Mama does too. Hey y'all, how are you? Pam, we're doing good. My dumplings are big and fluffy. You can use canned biscuits for it too. Yes, you can, Gina. But, Gina, it takes me longer to get the can out and get them out and pinch them up than it does just the little flour in a bowl and stir them up with some buttermilk or milk and a little bit of butter. So it's however you want to do it. And I'll tell you, the canned biscuits come in handy on those mornings when you just want a biscuit and something to go. But I have made them out of biscuits, and they are good.
Yeah. I know a lady that's made cream of chicken soup and canned biscuits.
You could have thrown a can of cream of chicken soup in here if you didn't have the broth. You could do dumplings if you like dumplings without chicken. You could take you some hot water, 2 cups of hot water, and a couple of bouillon cubes chicken. Let them dissolve in that hot water. Put it in there. Then use that for your broth. And drop your dumplings in there. Or you could add a cup and a half of broth made. Either that or put it out of a box. And a can of creamy chicken soup. Give you a little bit of piece of chicken in there. And do the same thing I just done. Now, when we say loose biscuits or dough, it just means you couldn't pick it up. It's real tacky, sticky, and you just have to stir it up and then do it the quick easy. You probably could have tightened that up a little bit more, and you could have still spooned them out, but I like them a little moister. And as you can see, these, when they're cooked, just like big old fluffy biscuits. Kind of looks like biscuit and gravy, don't it?
I've cleaned my plate.
Look at there. You want a little bit more?
Yeah, no chicken.
No chicken.
Ooh.
Ooh. Mama's
good.
embarrassed. I've embarrassed the whole family.
I don't need that much more.
Here's pepper.
Yeah, I need a little pepper on it. I put little pepper when I cook the chicken.
So if you think they ain't no good, look at that clean bowl.
I ate lunch today. I don't know why I'm hungry, but I did. Been wanting some dumplings.
You mentioned it the other day.
Good thing you.
When I came in, you probably couldn't smell the goodness, but when I came in,
No, I couldn't.
I honestly thought you probably made dumplings. It smells so good. That chicken. Now, I did put a splash of poultry seasoning in there. You can leave that out or you can put it in, but it just adds a little something, don't it, Mama?
Yeah, it gives it a little different flavor. I like it.
I'm with Mama. I don't like shredded chicken. Nan, that's a lot of people don't. I've heard that more and more people have said that, and every time we mention it on here, so many of y'all will say that. I'm like, Mama, I don't care for the chicken either. Thank you, Marcia Davis. Hello, John and Mama. Hey, Martha. Hey, John and Mama. Has anybody got a hey mama joke tonight? We've been enjoying them. We used to have them all the time.
I'm not very good at them no more. They got hard ones.
I don't remember you missing any.
Oh, I missed a lot here lately.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I have.
Why aren't you responding? Sherry, I've not seen any questions. Have you got one up to there, Sherry? I don't see them, Sherry. Just that one. Why aren't you responding? Hey, Marcia Davis, thank you again. Joan Meeks. Green peas and carrots are good with them. I have seen that, Joan, and I wouldn't doubt it a bit. We just haven't ever done it. Love dumplings. That's all you need with broth and chicken soup. It is, Kathy. I love Cracker Barrel dumplings. Lois, I haven't had them in several years. John and Mama, I love watching you. Oh, well, thank you, Patricia. We love having you here. Yummy, love chicken and dumplings. And they're not just for Sunday. You can bust out dumplings anytime, like somebody said, with biscuits or just like I did. Mama said, I said, I just want to see them from start to finish and how quick they can be.
I've cleaned it twice. I've had enough.
Folks, you see that? Now, if she didn't love them, she wouldn't have eaten them. Should have moved them around her plate. Would you like some more?
No, I better not.
Yummy, love chicken and dumplings. Betsy, I do too. Love chicken and dumplings, Carol. I love any one dish wonder. You all know that about me. I love to put it in a skillet, a pan, a bowl, whatever you want to call it, and have a whole meal in one.
Chicken and dumplings to me is like soup. I don't want I can eat stuff with it, but I'd rather have just the dumplings and enjoy them.
And since we're out of crackers and you name it.
We had some good chicken noodle soup a while back, but we ain't had dumplings
that was
in a while.
good. Beef tips and noodles was good too.
This is delicious too. Turned out real good.
That tea's just hitting the spot.
I would tell you how many cups I drank this morning hot, but I bet not.
Oh, Sherry, are you trying? Sherry Cone, do you know the history?
What?
I can't even read it to you, Mama.
Ooh, no.
I knew a lady that I knew a boy that did it too, and his mother said, don't even tell nobody that was in my kitchen.
Oh, that's them fajitas.
Sherry says, I knew a lady who used flour tortillas. Yes, she did. I tried, but they were not as good as hers were. They tasted good with, I don't know if I can see more. Sometimes Seymour don't show up here at 8 tonight. Ours wasn't that good either.
I didn't care for them at all. I said, don't say you made them in my kitchen.
You'd have to go back and see that video. They may have already taken it down, but it's a funny thing. We often mention it because I'll say, I'm going to make so-and-so. Just don't make none of that tortilla mess you made that. So, Sherry, you brought up that subject. Now, here we are. Sounds and looks fantastic. Deb, it is. The tortillas wasn't bad, and I can see how somebody could like them. And everybody has their own flavors. They wasn't horrible, but Mama just said she tasted them. That's it.
I don't call that dumplings. That's chicken and tortilla shells.
Chicken and tortilla shells, she said. She said, call that tortilla soup, but don't call it dumplings. No offense to nobody who does it. You do go right here, you do you, and I tell you all the time, do you.
I don't like. I like regular. I was raised on regular old dumplings.
I made the same thing, Sherry. Today says Sherry Owens. I made my dumplings with flour and baking powder and evaporated milk. Turned out good. I could have done evaporated milk, Sherry. I wish I'd read that before I'd done the plain. How did you make the dumplings? Pam, you can go back and watch, but it was terribly easy. I used 1.5 cups of White Lily self-rising flour. And I put 3 tablespoons of shredded butter. I just shredded it up on a shredder. And I mixed that in a little bit, and I put 1 cup of milk, 2%. A lot of people don't like butter.
Whole milk.
Whole milk. A lot of people don't like whole milk, sweet milk, we call it, in their dumplings, and some people say they prefer that. And I just stirred that up to a wet batter, and then I had my broth and my little bit of chicken in there, and I let it boil, and I just started dropping them with a spoon. Just drop them.
Put a little salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper in the dough mix, in the flour.
Poultry seasoning.
And poultry seasoning after I dunked them. Yeah. But I didn't add no salt or anything because we don't do that. You can. But I did put a little more pepper in it. So that was it. You can go back and watch it. Very easy. Mama looks so pretty as she always does. Oh, Kathy, you are so sweet. John Moore is watching. Hey, Mama.
Oh, here we go. I hope it ain't hard.
What do you call pigs playing tug of war? Oh, my God.
What do you call pigs? Tug of war. Pulled beef. Pulled pork.
She says she ain't no good. Well, Ralph, I didn't even give her one hint. She got that one.
Well, I was thinking of pigs a pulling pulled pork.
Ashley says they go so fast. No, I can't see all the comments. They don't even give them to me, all of them. But they do go fast, folks. Mm-hmm. Love chicken and dumplings.
Yes, I do too.
Gene, I do too. I like Cracker Barrel's chicken and dumplings. Lord, there's a lot of good things.
I've not eaten no Cracker Barrel in years and years.
There's a lot of good things about Cracker Barrel chicken and dumplings. They bring them to you, and you don't have to clean up after. And if they taste pretty good in the middle, that's what I say. I can't get mine fluffy, and my mama wants some help. Oh, Sherry. Self-rising flour is a good place to start. And like somebody said, they put a little baking powder in it. You can do that to help fluff them up.
It will help.
Fluffing them up, the least you work them. Like tonight, I didn't work them. Now, if I'd have worked them, I'd put them out on flour, and I'd have kneaded them and pressed them and got them tough. Tonight's was fluffy, just easy, because they were just mixed up and dropped in there. Try drop dumplings if you want super pillowy, fluffy dumplings. The dropped ones, they have no choice but to fluff. These are kind of got cold, but see here, that's one dumpling. They have no choice but to be just little cooked boiled biscuits in there, really. So you're going to get that fluffiness just by putting them in there in the heat. You've not overworked them in that bowl. You basically just stirred them up. If you want the harder slickums, work them more. The tighter and the harder you get that dough, your dumplings, some of them will stay in perfect little squares. As you see, I just spoon these in. Now, here's a trick Mama uses that I didn't use tonight. I ain't patient. Mama will take a small little teaspoon and dump just little bits. That'll give you a fluffy little, about this size of one. These are huge because I just clunk, clunk, clunk. I figure make them big and they'll crumble up a little bit and you can eat them.
And you need your broth of boiling.
You got to have hot broth. Yeah. But see, I'm going to show you this one. You can see the bottom of this one. That looks like a biscuit in there because it's a fluffy biscuit, boiled biscuit. See how thick this one is? I don't normally play with my food, but for sure I will. See, that's one dumpling. See how fluffy? And then inside, it's like a little tiny biscuit. And whatever you're doing, that's gonna be the size of your dumpling. Big spoon, little spoon. If you got patience and all that, get you a smaller spoon and dump them in. Mama does. She'll do hers one night and show you.
Oh, I don't know. You done such a good job on these. I'll just let you do it.
I just take a big old spoon and just start going. Now, not a huge spoon. You all saw the spoon I used, but that's how you don't flush it. A tablespoon.
Or serving spoon.
Love chicken and dumplings, Jackie. I miss dumplings. I need to figure out a keto recipe. Inslee, you do, and share it. And you could be just phenomenally wonderful. That would be great. I don't know what you could use. Do you?
Flour tortillas.
They're not keto. They're maybe lower carb, of course.
Mm-hmm. That would be helpful.
I don't think you could use cauliflower unless you made it some kind of cauliflower flour.
They have a...
Y'all work on that. You keto people, work on that, and we'll share it. And we may even cook it if you tell me how. I'd love to have something that's carb-free for a dumpling. Hello, Mama. Did you hear the rumor about peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Scott, get out of here. Scott, that's funny.
Did I hear a rumor about peanut butter?
Scott.
It was ground.
No, Mama. Scott is a gentleman. He says, hey, Mama, did you hear the rumor about peanut butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it, he said.
Not going to spread it. He is a gentleman.
He's a gentleman. Thank you, Scott, for not spreading
so
that. That's a good one.
That's cute.
Homemade Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, Kim. Not just because you just said it either, but Salisbury. Somebody just told me the other day one of their favorites was Salisbury steak in the crock pot. And it's one of our family members. I need to get with her and see how they do that. Good job, Mama. Mama gets it. She's good.
Yeah.
Scott, that was funny.
Oh.
I made a meatloaf. Can't wait for a sandwich tomorrow.
Yeah.
Lisa, you just like me. I've been making meatloaf, and all the time I'm thinking not about tonight. I'm thinking about tomorrow's sandwich. You know, some of y'all forced me one time. Just made me use a little bit of Duke's, because I always just use ketchup if I do anything, or just whatever's on the meatloaf. And one of y'all forced me to try Duke's.
On a meatloaf sandwich?
On a meatloaf sandwich. It
I'm
really
not
was
doing
good. I didn't think it was going to be, but it was good. Lisa, enjoy that sandwich tomorrow. Riddle. Jennifer says, you can skin me, I won't cry, but you will. What am I?
An onion.
An onion?
Is that right?
I don't know. Folks, put your answers. I won't tell. Put your answers under there, because we never will find you again, Jennifer.
An onion skin, and it don't cry, but you usually cry with the onions, so onion. I'd say onion. Whether it's right or
Even
not.
a lot of people do. Now, Mama didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but she just old school. She ain't doing them tortillas. But if you've tried them and you like them, I didn't hate
More
it.
power to
I
you.
ate them.
They're healthier than what we're eating.
Hello from beautiful Southern California.
Well, hello.
How do you make the chicken and dumplings? They look delicious. Cindy, go back and watch this. Be the best way. But we started out with a boiled chicken breast. Now, ideally, if you're going to get a good tasty dumpling, thighs would probably be the best.
With the fat on them and skin.
The bull. And a lot of your Southern cooks will only use thighs for
Or
dumplings.
whole chicken.
Whole hens is what they used to use, but that's a lot of work. But thighs definitely are good chicken for chicken and dumplings. These were boneless, had a little skin on them, breast. So we didn't get a ton of broth, but that chicken flavor was all through that water and stuff. So when I came in, Mama had seasoned them up enough that it smelled
I
like
put
good dumplings.
butter and salt and pepper, a little salt. I don't use much salt.
You did put salt earlier?
When I first started, just a sprinkle or two to give it
I'm
some.
glad I didn't then.
Yeah.
No, you all that ain't trying to do or lower sodium, put you some salt in it.
When you first start cooking them, I put some butter and just a little sprinkle of salt and in pepper. I covered like Johnny did the top of it with pepper.
Gina says, "Mama, you go, girl. You look so good."
Well, thank you.
Do you ever? No, I haven't, Carol Ann. Have you ever made beef dumplings?
Beef dumplings. No.
Someone asked that before. And I've heard beef dumplings and I've heard pork dumplings. And so I think a dumpling, we do blackberry dumplings, you can do peach dumplings as desserts.
I do my blackberry dumplings, just drop them, spoon them in like this.
Beef dumplings, next time I have beef, I may try some beef dumplings. They'd have to be good. Caroline, I may try that. Homemade biscuits and gravy. Full breakfast.
Ooh, that sounds
Teresa,
great.
that sounds good. I love breakfast or supper because you don't have to go nowhere.
You can go to bed after
You can go to bed. Sherry, he can't possibly see every comment. Sherry, I not only can't read them all, they're so fast and get on here. They don't send them all to me until after. I pulled those potatoes and peas in mine. Ooh. Somebody else just said that a while ago and it sounds good. Brandy Clark Morton. Brandy, we've had your work on here before. It's always good though. Let's see what you said. Hey, Mama.
Oh, wow.
Why did the lawn care man get fired?
Why did he cut the grass?
And you fired him?
Lawn care man get fired.
Fired. What'd you say?
He cut the grass.
And you fired him?
No.
Flip it, Mama.
He didn't cut the grass.
He just didn't cut it. That's a good one, Brandy. Oh. You like the big ones, Patricia? She likes the plump ones, not the skinny ones.
Yeah, I like the plump ones.
Spam sandwich. Davey, there ain't nothing wrong with a good spam sandwich. Pinto beans, turnip greens, and dumplings. Ooh, David Cummins. That is sounding good. We had half of that, probably a third of it. You don't want the chicken, Teresa? Mama don't either. Sue, we love you too. Thank you so much. Mama needs a microphone. Henrietta, we've tried that old microphone, and I've got 2 or 3 laying around here. We just ain't no count at it. We may try to do better. I don't know.
I doubt it.
We're horrible at it. We can't never get it to sound right. It sounds fake. It sounds almost like we're doing the
get real loud on stuff.
It sounds almost like we're doing the picture and doing a talk over when we do the microphones. I don't know. Mama says, I don't like that thing. Mama forgets she's wearing it. She's over there talking to herself.
I do that sometimes, talk to myself. I want some good advice, so I talk to myself.
Sherry, the fluffy ones, yeah, they're easy. Onion. Scott, you're right. And it wasn't onion. I'll peel you and make you cry. Great to see Mama clean her plate twice, Melissa. She's almost embarrassed the whole family eating so much.
Ooh.
Pinto beans. You know what I've been wanting? Is some white beans. I want to have white beans day one. This is like a meatloaf sandwich kind of thing. I want to have white beans, cornbread, that kind of stuff day one. Then I want to turn that white beans into white bean chicken chili. I've got the chicken. I need to put the beans on the crock pot. I love white bean chicken chili. It's one of my favorite go-to things. rolled out dumplings are so easy to make. They aren't difficult at all. No, Jackie, they ain't. You can roll them out and cut them up and have them in the pot just as quick. Tonight, my way was a little easier, quicker, but those are called drop dumplings. But if I wanted rolled out, I wouldn't hesitate to go right ahead and roll them out. Beef and noodles, yeah, Gloria Drummond, I love that. We had that the other night, and it's so good. Here's another one from Brandy. Hey, Mom.
Oh,
Where do cows get their medicine?
where does cows get their,
Brandy, where do you get these?
where do the cow get their medicine?
Where do you get yours, Mama?
At the pharmacy.
At the pharmacy. That's where they get theirs, Mama, the pharmacy.
The
Say goodbye, Mama. We gonna go.
Goodbye, Mama. I've got to go into the door.
All right.
Bye-bye. I love you. Bye.
She loves y'all, and we do too. And only thing left to do is wash dishes. And we got company. Mama's going to go get that door. But anyway, y'all have a blessed night. Find you something good to eat. Make you some memories. Thank you for the jokes. They've all been good. Brandy, that pharmacy was good. That's a good one. Y'all have a blessed day. Who knows tomorrow? It's Wednesday, but we might cook. We might cook. Who knows? Y'all come back and see us if you can. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.